Right, you're good.
Okay. Oh, welcome to the Sword Coast. As you can tell by your little icons, perhaps a misnomer for now because you have yet to really know each other yet. You are in between the cities of Daggerford and Waterdeep, heading north towards the town of Nightstone. But who are these brave adventurers and why are they here? Well, you're on the Sword Coast. Historically, Tiamat several years ago decided to try to do some conquest with some dragons, an alliance of nobles, small folk, hardy people of the land of all races and alignments got together and drove her away, imprisoning her between some sort of plane of hell. Uh, and now all is fairly peaceful in the land.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought I heard party people.
We have three separate parties in this little get together, finding themselves in their own company on this road to Nightstone. A noble, doesn't really say where he's from, but we have to trust him. Mateus, a
Yes.
sorcerer of some,
Hey, I'm a wizard. Get it right.
oh sure, a magician of some sort of primal magic. Following him, his ever-present squire and bard, the tiefling Murati Dialcino. Not sure how he employed a tiefling to his cause, as they are notoriously striking in
I
this
have no
area.
idea who this man is.
And
Leave the jokes to me, my lord.
on the road, they ran into a rather odd creature, a bugbear barbarian, if I want to say.
By the name of Creek,
Very good. Creek speaks.
supposedly.
And
I
lurking
mean, Grunt.
nearby the party, not really used to any attention, but happy for a couple of fellow travelers that have accepted his grotesque looks and strange tiefling body, is Shal Angerlan, a hunter.
Yeah, I joined the party because apparently Mateus's seeing eye child left him because it was too expensive.
Spicy. Which is appropriate because tieflings have fire resistance. But yes, on the road to Nightstone. And from here, we will take you to the map.
Weren't we? Oh, the map of. Okay.
The actual map of Nightstone.
I see nothing.
Zoom out a little bit. It's kind of a
I
big map.
gotcha. Yep.
Okie doke. So you are heading north. After following the trail for 10 miles, you hear the ringing of a bell. That seems to be coming from the easterly area. The sound grows louder as Nightstone comes into your view, and for convenience, across that little river, you see the walls, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Hang
That
on a
is-
minute. My
that is
map is being
Nightstone.
funky, but yeah.
Okay.
Eventually,
river-
I'll see it.
The river flows around the settlement, forming a moat.
Yes.
The village itself is contained within a wooden palisade, beyond which you see a windmill, a tall steeple, and the high-pitched rooftops of several other buildings. Apart from the ringing of the bell, you detect no other activity in the village. The trail ends before a lowered drawbridge that spans the moat, and I will take you to that drawbridge for convenience sake. There you are.
And the drawbridge is open?
It is down. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. Beyond the drawbridge, two stone watchtowers flank an open gap in the palisade. South of the village and surrounded by the river moat is a cone-shaped, flat-topped hill on which stands a stone keep enclosed by a wooden wall. The keep, which overlooks the village, has partially collapsed. A wooden bridge that once connected the keep to the village has also partially collapsed, and it seems they're generous enough to give me a side view as if you're approaching. So if you do your eyes to the bottom of the map, you should be able to see this.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And
Okay.
a little bit
I see.
Bottom of the bottom of the map or bottom of our view.
bottom of the map.
Are the squares on there
Oh yes, I can. Okay, cool.
relevant to height? So is there about like a 5-foot-ish height difference between the breaks?
Let's see. Let's look at this fence. This fence is 15 feet tall or so. Yeah, that should be about accurate.
Okay, so
So it is a bit to scale.
I don't want to measure anything because we might not be able to tell the distance without some
Yes.
rolls, but
Yes, you stand at the road which leads to this drawbridge, which is currently down. The ringing is pretty constant, almost as if something or someone is ringing it at regular intervals.
Okay, so it's not an alarm bell.
Yeah, and you don't need a perception to it, but the bell is kind of coming towards where that keep is.
Okay, interesting. So, do you think it's some traveler ready to throw himself off the bridge? I hear that's all the rage in these parts.
Regardless of what manner the bell's being rung for, it's a lovely tone.
I'm gonna guess a death in the town. Probably a prominent person.
Aren't
How
you just
frequently
rainbows and
is the bell ringing?
sunshine?
How frequently is the bell ringing? Is it like...
I would say about every 4 or 5 seconds it is ringing.
And there's no
Not really
accompanying
a
yelling.
somber thing, more of just a very annoying thing. I would surmise that the longer this bell is ringing, it might get on your nerves.
I see.
You seem to be implying it hasn't already, as Creek just kind
Ding.
of twitches an eye.
I pull out
Ding.
my panpipes and start doing a little tune to the
Ding.
rhythm of the bell.
Bell is
How about
in
we all
perfect
enter
rhythm.
the town?
An excellent idea,
Yes.
my lord.
Sure.
Right?
Yes.
How wonderful. They roll out the drawbridge for us.
As you cross, you notice that the way this drawbridge works is there is an iron chain on each side that leads into either of the watchtowers.
I'll pause outside and say, may we enter, or is there some type of checkpoint?
You are greeted with silence. Well, you're greeted with the ringing of a bell, but
was
you
gonna
already
say.
start phasing that out. However, what is very apparent is these rocks. These rocks are
those speed rocks?
they're about 3 feet in diameter, and they've made tiny craters in the little roads and the little areas.
I start
Uh,
pulling out my longbow.
I look up.
The rocks interpret this as a hostile action.
Oh no! Please,
Just-
the rock!
I hope you don't mind if I say that I always have mage armor up
Sure,
as one of
I
my
will-
2 spells.
Yeah, we're all new, but I will say, if you want to say that's your first thing you always do in the morning, and
It
turn
lasts
on.
8 hours, so
All right,
I'd
we'll
be foolish
assume mage
not
armor
to.
is on unless you say otherwise.
All right, so
Yes.
I take a quick look up. Is anything falling from the sky?
No, but as you look down, you've noticed footprints.
Oh, I think I see the footprint. Is it as big as me? I see a
Uh,
black splotch in front of me.
Zoom in a little more.
Maybe
Oh,
that's
this-
just the shadow.
This is an instance where the GM layer is getting in the way now.
Oh.
There's a marker there. Yeah, that's sure. That's a foot. Those are some footprints.
Yes.
My lord. That man
I'm
has
gonna
some
move
very
up to
large
it and
feet.
Make
Wonder
a
if he has
survival
any
check on
delightful
that shit.
shoes.
Go ahead, roll
Probably have an
survival.
old lady live in one.
We are rolling.
24 on survival.
Oh, we're actually seeing those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't worry about those yet.
Okay.
Because as you see them, they see you. But I'll tell you what the footprints reveal.
Oh no, I meant I didn't see anything in the
The
inside,
rocks
but
see you.
Yeah. The rocks stare at you menacingly. Okay, with a 24 in survival, you said?
23.
I think you said 24. There might be a +1 somewhere. That's not.
Oh,
being
no,
counted.
23.
Okay, 23. Yes, indeed, you can make out quite a lot from these footprints. The first thing that should cross your mind is that they're running in a westerly direction. They're going outside of the town. You can see at least a dozen different distinct footprints, all of them humanoid.
And
All
as
of
big
them
as a
are
man.
actual- oh.
I say they must be holding a party outside of town. Even the
But
guards left.
But we
But-
just came from outside of town.
There is more. As you see about a dozen footprints, distinct footprints heading out of town, you see another dozen footprints going into town.
Are they bigger footprints?
They are smaller, but they're still humanoid sized.
Perhaps
addition-
a raid.
There are 2 unusually large tracks. With your expertise in survival, you can tell that there's some kind of wolf or warg heading in the same direction as the footprints going into town.
Huh.
Werewolves.
Wolf wargs.
Wolf. The most dangerous kind of werewolf.
Well, after all of you,
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Just playing those pipes to the tune of the bells.
Is it nighttime currently?
Daytime. I know, right? You think you'd be able to see more, but I think that's a side effect of the lighting.
There should be a way to turn that off. I forget exactly how. It might be if you turn off ever-present fog of war, it'll still use the sight lines to block our vision, but we'll see like infinite distance. But honestly, it makes sense to maybe we just can't make out things too far.
We're nearsighted.
There's a fog in the air.
Yes.
Almost.
I'm gonna move down a little just to see if what's going on in this area.
You there, Canal, check this building to my north.
What's a canal?
I think he's talking about you.
That's what you said your name was, right?
It's creek.
Whatever, Inlet, go.
Well, Shal, what you can see,
Shall canal.
there is a giant rock, which is just partially destroyed what seems to be a residence here. Two more rocks embedded in the garden, which seems to be full of wheat.
Alright, I'm gonna try to slowly walk up to.
Wait, actually, Kuba, you were talking about the building to the north, right?
Yes. Although,
Yeah.
taking my attention a bit more is this gaping hole.
Ah, yes, the hole. Anybody have? You've all heard of the history of the town. Anybody want to give me a wisdom or intelligence? Because it seems like this is in a central
dear.
location.
22.
Of the town.
Certainly.
The
18.
night stone of which the town itself was named after seems to be missing.
Oh God!
They stole a stone. They
Remember-
threw
The
more than they
Nightstone.
took.
Very
You may
sacred
recall
stone.
that the town of Nightstone was named as such because of the mysterious, large, obsidian-like object embedded in where the town center would become. Anybody who has tried to detect magic on the stone has gotten a mixed result. No one is sure what exactly it is. Theories span that this was an ancient artifact used when the world was created, or subsequently in any of the crazy historical events that didn't involve humans or other humanoid people. And so it was just kind of a curio, something that they could make a road sign out of. Come visit the famous Nightstone. But
Well,
now
you
it
can't
appears
visit
to
it
indeed be
anymore.
missing.
How disappointing. I
Ever,
was
your
looking so
fascination.
forward to it.
Your fascination and your noble odors have attracted a little bit of attention from some denizens of the square as two wolf-like creatures approach, jaws dripping with blood and hungry eyes staring at the bugbear, valiantly standing in between it and its fleshy wizard-like meal. They are now in
Excellent.
initiatives.
Certainly.
So
How does
quick
it go?
question.
I click on me, and then I click on
And then you click on initiative.
initiative. Okay.
Nah, I wasn't clicking on the stupid.
So
I
quick
gotcha.
question. Actually,
Go
let me
ahead,
double
put it
check real quick.
Okay, I actually can't change my. Oh, that's because I'm trying to edit the enemies initiative.
Trying to edit my initiative, huh?
Yep.
Are we about to roll off?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we are.
I mean, I can't get any higher than a 23.
No,
So
but
do
we
I
both
my
got 18
advantage?
plus 2 initiative.
Where is?
I've got a
Oh,
5.
no!
I am the victor.
Okay, these beasts got
What a
15.
disappointing victory.
Everybody ready?
Can we roll some type of nature or something?
Certainly. Give me a nature or a survival. Oh wow,
Hot
good rolls
damn.
today. These are indeed wargs.
Do they have the little munchkins on their back as their token indicates?
No, they have the saddles, but whatever was riding them is not on them.
Okay. Okay, so, wargs, eh? So, there's no actual rules for this, so it just comes down to however you want to...
There's not much to tell you, but most wargs know goblin.
Huh.
Savages.
Also, interesting, did you see that both the wargs have a initiative?
Did you highlight both of them when you hit the initiative button?
No,
or...
just one, so they must have all given me this. That's really cool. That way, no deleting.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Also, technically, if you hover over it, it like tells you which one it is,
Yeah.
so you can
Yeah, that's
have
good.
that,
But yes,
like-
Creek, you have the first strike.
I
Unless
thought-
it was...
Wait.
No,
No, I don't. That should actually be.
Shawl
advanced.
did not highlight
Since I
himself.
manually
Ah.
entered it in. That's-
Shawl has 23, goddammit.
Yeah, he does. He's not on the initiative order.
Didn't click himself, so 23. Okay, just so shall Creek, Mateus after Creek.
Yes, I got a 5, and he got a 3, like the
Okay.
peasant he
Mateus,
is.
Creek, the wargs, and then Morati.
All right, longbow time.
Okay, which one?
I'm gonna go for the closer one.
Okay, to you. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. That fence is going to give you disadvantage if you try to fire through it.
Oh, I'll move to here and then fire.
Be fine. So
A
16 to
5-foot
hit.
step.
You don't have advantage on attacks, do you? Oh, you on the first.
On the
round.
first attack, if they're surprised,
That will
Oh,
crit.
wow.
They're
Well,
not surprised, but I think you do have advantage.
whatever Natural Explorer
Yeah,
says.
So
It's a
that'll
long
crit.
ass thing, so putting it in is kind of annoying.
I can
Either
double
way,
check real quick.
14 damage.
Okay. Arrow
here it
flies
is.
right into that warg's eye as it whimpers in pain, but seems to redouble its efforts and now stares its remaining eye at the one who shot it.
I'm smiling right back at it. And with the
think
remainder
he's
of my
courting that
stuff, I'm
warg.
going to pull out my hand axes.
Love truly knows no bounds, my lord.
Deus?
Well, as they say, when the tiefling shoots, you must follow. And I'll pull out my crossbow and shoot the other warg.
Okay.
Getting a 10.
10 will barely miss as the warg deftly steps aside from your crossbow bolt.
Fiddlesticks.
Will bark at you.
All right.
Any other action?
Just moving
Okay.
back and reloading.
Freak.
So I will take the 4, charge in. Unfortunately, I
Hey,
can't
you don't
actu-
have
I
the
can't
feat that allows
This
you to
is
charge.
Pathfinder.
There is
The
actually a
wargs
feat.
might have it.
Move to hit the warg and attack.
Okay. Alright, go ahead.
Also,
Hello?
well, it's too late now, you've already targeted it, but
Oh.
perhaps a bit of strategy to take out a target first would have been pertinent. Good luck, my
Says
friend.
the fellow who...
The bear doesn't hear. Also, you haven't rolled anything. There you are.
Yeah.
That will miss as the warg
No,
sees your attack coming and dodges.
Also, I need to put in my HP before I forget.
It
Okay,
might
is that
not
it?
matter soon.
Is that all?
I only have 1 attack. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I'm not the smartest tree on the hook.
Well, the warg with the arrow in its eye is going to ignore the bugbear and head straight towards the archer.
Bring it.
We'll close the distance. And it
Waiting
will
for that
attempt to-
crit.
It'll attempt to bite you. 22 to hit.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Only 13 piercing damage.
I'm down.
Ooh.
Are you just making GM
Well,
rolls?
Yeah,
Yes.
so he's gonna let us
Okay.
Make
know.
us.
Well,
you're passed
say-
out, so you're already prone.
Yes.
Warg
He's double prone.
howls at its glee. The other warg will now make a bite at Creek. 8 to hit.
No.
Well, it sounds like Shell just had the devil's luck.
It will maneuver like so and continue to. Actually, it will turn its back to other people and it will stay there. Rati.
All right, my back to the stone here. I will, as a bonus, grant a bardic inspiration to my lord Mateus, and I'll tell him, "Do not worry, we can accomplish anything together." And I'll make a stab with a rapier at the warg.
Okay.
Here we go.
Perhaps you should have done it to yourself.
I'm inspired, though. I'm inspired. I have
Okay,
an-
your inspiration leaps into action as you take a corrected. Oh dear God! Is this
Come
the
on.
day
I-
one party wipe incoming?
I do not know this fool.
1 whole session.
Woo! Your
Not even a
rapier.
session, like half.
You take a mighty
Okay.
swing, but forget that rapiers are only edged on one side. As your rapier's blunt side glances over the warg, tickling it slightly, a laugh, or at least what you interpret as a laugh, comes out of its jaw.
How does one laugh in Goblin?
But here's the
Uh,
bardic inspiration details, by the way.
Yes, I believe it's a
I'm familiar
D6.
with the bard. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Shal, here's your first death save.
Well, he gets to roll it.
Is it just a con?
No, it's just you click the death saves and you
Oh,
don't
there
get
we
any
go.
bonuses.
Nope.
Okay, that's one towards death.
Mateus.
How wounded does it seem?
The arrow in the eye seems to be bothering it greatly. Perhaps any more inflicted damage, the ward may consider this not worth the fight.
Aha! Zap!
That'll shock.
Away, foul beast!
You can add a d6. Don't forget. Or
Not to
never mind.
damage.
Not to damage.
Yeah, no, yeah.
A light electric zap hits the warg.
Ooh,
Years of
static.
Pavlovian training kicks in as it suddenly whimpers in fright.
Of course, and I'll step over here and kind of boast and intimidate at the thing.
Very well. Creek.
I am going to rage
Okay.
because
Anger
seeing-
flows
An
through
excellent
you.
choice.
I just need to remind myself because I was for about 10 seconds I was thinking of Pathfinder rage, but I know that is not at all.
All you get
how it
is
works.
resistance to physical damage. Oh no, is it
I get
physical
plus-
damage
I get
types
plus
or
2 to, to damage.
yes, and advantage on strengths checks, not attacks.
Yeah. Okay. So, I rage and swing at the greatsword.
Bring away.
I hate
Ugh.
everything.
I believe in you.
You also
Hear my words
forgot
of
to remember
inspiration.
Greatswords are edged only on the edge. The flat edge
Hear my
sits
words
square
of
on the head.
inspiration.
Oh. Wait, you can shoot inspiration.
No,
over to
use your
somebody else?
inspiration, dumbass.
Oh yes, the regular, normal inspiration.
Inspired, you correctedly swing. Missing
I
the
hate
ward
everyone.
by mere hairs.
Ah,
I hate everyone.
so do I.
First is the warg with the eye wound. Shocked and with an eye missing, it has given up this fight and attempts to run as quickly as it can away. Let's see where it goes. And let's see its speed.
I'd assume out the gate, but
Will not
perhaps...
run away from the gate.
Oh,
It actually
okay.
runs the opposite. It runs away from the one that shocked it.
Okay, certainly.
Okay.
I
it
only
will-
have my fists out.
Yep,
Marathi,
so,
do you have some way to
Marathi-
finish it?
I do. I have a rapier.
As it runs, it will provoke from both of you, so...
All right.
But you're not threatening with your fists, are you?
You can. There's
Take a
no.
punch at it, I guess.
Are you
Rapier
proficient
will
with
hit.
fists? Back, foul beast.
The punch lands. Doing
Doing
one
one
damage.
point.
I believe it is 1 point
Yeah,
only.
it's just one
Yeah.
damage. The warg is very wounded, but has managed to scamper away, and may continue doing so next time it's available. However, the other warg, not intimidated by electric boogaloo shocks and arrows to ocular,
Electrickery.
will instead try another bite at young Neek here. Actually, are you young?
Yes. Let's yes.
A
yeah.
21
Also, it's
to
crit.
hit.
Bob and weave, you fool.
Sorry, you said a 12?
21.
Oh, 21. That's not a 12. Yeah, that hits.
That will
So
deal
I-
9 piercing damage.
Okay,
That's the
so-
roll, or is that after resistance?
That's before resistance. So,
4,
so if you have
thankfully.
resistance, that takes 4.
Yes.
Make a strength saving throw.
Oh, with advantage.
Yes. Oh, maybe.
Yeah. It's strength checks and strength saves.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Excellent.
Roll it with advantage. You will keep your feet as the warg tried to jump
Jesus.
and topple you over.
It tried to eat his
My
legs.
feet
What
or my
first legs?
footing?
You keep your feet. I know what I said.
Okay.
Keep
But
his
yes,
footing.
that
and
warg
no.
tried to topple you, and you managed to out-brawn it. You put it back down and say, "Stay down, puppy." Marathi.
Okay. Is it an action to put away a weapon?
No.
No.
You can switch weapons as much as it's
within reason.
realistic. Usually
Okay.
it's just
I
like
swing
one.
with my pike, and then I switch to my greatsword, then I switch to my feathered boa.
Yeah, no, I'll sheathe the what's it? The rapier.
Rapier.
Switch to my, I believe it's a short bow.
Okay.
I'm going
it's
to
a-
die.
Yeah, short bow. I'll step out, and I will fire.
At which one?
I can't even. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hold on. Let's see, what's the range on this thing again? I believe it's 80/320. And that's da-da-da-da. Ooh. Okay, so I've already moved 5. I think if I move there. Yeah, okay.
Move 80 feet.
No, I'll move here.
I double move with bow in hand.
Yeah. And now I'll fire on it.
Very well.
The furthest one. 13.
A 13. The arrow hits the ward right in the hind. Doing
8.
8 damage.
Ooh, will that be enough to...
The ward topples. Body goes limp as blood starts to pool around its now fresh corpse.
'Tis always sad to see a beast suffer. I could not let the fate befall upon the beast.
Meanwhile, your buddy, he's not really a buddy, but your traveling companion, Shell Agerlon, is in horrible amounts of pain.
Oh, he can't vocalize it. He's
Speaking of-
fine.
How is his constitution looking?
This is I'm
Click the button.
guaranteeing this is gonna be a 1.
Well, you can always be,
No.
hey, see, you're fine.
The
Chin
spirit
up,
of fight
man.
rests within him yet, as he seems to try to get back up, but falls back down because he's actually at 0 HP. Mateus.
Oh, that's hardly a scratch. Keep a stiff upper lip. You're fine.
You will
As I stabilize him.
Shao, using your sweet honeyed words and, medicine skill.
And the honey.
You
I
pour
just
honey.
pour honey onto him.
Yeah.
Great.
It's all the rage in the hinterlands.
Shot at redemption for the embarrassed greatsword raging barbarian, perhaps.
I believe in you, Brooke.
My name is. All right, I have a toggle advantage on.
Okay, your greatsword will strike true, clipping this wolf, dealing
15
damn.
damage.
15.
Yep, with plus
13
2 to
plus
rage.
2 for raging.
All right.
That was a very... Do you really only have 14 strength?
Whatever confidence was in this wolf seems to have left it, as that singular strike shakes its foundations to the very bone.
It will
However,
come top.
realizing that another swing may be imminent if it tries to run, it will instead attempt to bite and hold you down once more. As it tries to leap for your throat, it overshoots the distance and kind of just snaps next to you for a little bit, going and missing entirely.
Oh,
Almost.
Did anyone
sheepishly,
catch the
Lord
language?
Will now employ its famed tactic of running away, provoking an attack from you. That will hit.
Oh, I
yeah,
think it's,
absolutely.
I think it's good. Oh,
7 damage.
no. That's...
7 damage.
We...
You give it a nasty gash on the leg, which the ward will definitely remember, as if it manages to make it out alive. But it still seems to limp towards its distance, trying to lick its wound as Mighty Creek has finally found purchase. Arati.
I shall knock another arrow. Ooh.
Your arrow flies true.
Oh.
As the warg is retreating, an arrow will somehow snake its way right into its neck. Life force ebbs from it as
It's
it
the
dies.
magic arrow.
No, it turned to look back at us, fools.
Okay,
Clearly, did you not
Shao,
see?
Another death save, please.
I stabilized him with
You
honey
saved it, right.
and
True.
words and honeyed
and
words.
Okay.
I forget, am I able to recover arrows, or?
Yes, there is a recovery thing. It's like
Half, I think, or?
let me go look it up.
Thanks.
Half your expended ammunition
Okay, yeah, so I get 1 back.
by taking a minute to search the battlefield.
Yeah, it'll take a minute to search, but considering you only shot 2 arrows, I can consider it a turn.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
that was excellent, but perhaps we should take a quick breather so that Shao here can not be dead.
All of you are granted 50 XP for the endeavor.
Vicious.
Wonderful.
Whoa. Gal's
what
down,
what
but not
level
out.
2's max, sir?
What was that?
What was what's the total for level 2 so I can
300.
300.
300? Okay.
So we're a sixth of the way there.
Only need 12 more wards.
Anyways, I'm gonna check this guardhouse.
You will go inside the guardhouse, and you see one of the iron turnstiles that turns the gate and a ladder leading up, but just to cut your sail short, there's nothing of note in this guardhouse besides the chain. But you
That's
could...
absolutely fine. I will drag Shao in here, prop him up against a wall, and talk to him for an hour.
I see. Would this be a short rest, I imagine?
Yes.
Very well. Go ahead and short rest. Because of the space, the other two can hide in the other tower.
They can hide in the other tower upstairs.
Yeah, they could go upstairs, I guess. Yes, go ahead and take some time to
But
rest.
I'd prefer them to be upstairs where they can hear my marvelous voice and inspiring words.
I'll play inspiring music
Oh, there's a wall. Yeah, there you are.
as background to the inspiring
yeah,
speech.
You two are in here.
Okay.
Well,
For-
really
for-
the question is, all boobery aside, do we get the short rest?
You will be able to short rest inside that tower.
Excellent.
I get 7 HP back.
And now, thanks to my inspiring words, you get 4 more as well.
I would now
the
consider
hour to
you
chill
a
out.
full-fledged adventuring party capable of getting 10
Why am
HP.
I?
Can I please
drenched in
leave
honey?
now? I can't.
Dynamic lighting means I have to pay. That's actually really nice because that way, if you guys accidentally get in, you can't actually get in.
Yes.
Yes.
However, do keep in mind, usually when they draw it, if you go to the dynamic lighting tab, you can
I
delete
can
the
turn
door
it
for
off.
us.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But, well, we're all on a better foot. Perhaps we should continue on and find who set the dogs out.
Indeed.
Ooh.
Who did that?
Indeed.
I feel visible pain in my chest for making that joke.
Truly,
I believe a
it must have
beautiful
been these
song may
people
come
who
of
had
this
their house
someday.
destroyed.
A ballad.
There's still the house
Anyways.
down here we haven't checked as well.
I don't
That
think
is
you've been
true.
inside any house yet.
No,
No.
we just walked into the
Oh,
courtyard and
let's
got
I
go-
got
let's go
bit.
down to this house. Unless we want to all go together.
Well,
I'll
clearly, this is just a case of talk shit, get bit.
I'll go with Creek.
Oh, I've heard tales of these things. It is most unwise to split up. They say a divine entity could get quite angry at us if we do.
Oh, no, I'd be. I'm just thinking, man, would they have to remake their characters in the first session? Would that be considered a
All right.
win or a loss?
So I open the door.
You will open the door, and instead of going inside, you'll find that this house has been completely ransacked. All of its valuables, if any, have been taken away. Anything that was not considered valuable by the looters are strewn across the ground in complete disarray.
All right. I wish to investigate this plus 5 feet that's been burned into the grass.
That's a hill. So as you're on the hill, you will gain altitude.
Okay. Okay.
A
So that
windmill!
tells you, when you
Charge,
get to here,
Marathi!
You've gone up 5 feet.
Whoa.
But yes,
End
as
it,
you can see
Marathi.
that.
I
there's
am
a-
no old beleaguered knight, my lord. I do
There's-
not mistaken the windmill for a dragon.
There's just a couple things here. So
Who cares about
here,
dragons? I just hate windmills.
A fallen rock has apparently punched through the roof of this tower, collapsing everything but the outermost wall. Rudimentary
that is the
search
south
sees
tower.
that it's another tower. It's there's a broken ladder and a battered wooden door with broken hinges. The rest is inaccessible. But this over here.
Well, perhaps we should scale the windmill and see what kind of visions we can see through the town.
At
Hold
the
on.
very least, it will be a
You
beautiful
see-
view, I'm sure.
You see 2 sets of those humanoid tracks you saw coming into the house, leading inside the windmill.
Go, Marathi!
My lord, I am
Oh,
not meant to stay in front.
The door is open, by the way.
Also, is
And
this
I
like a
will-
5-foot wide windmill?
Yes, it's a very small window. It encompasses 10 square feet, so
Okay.
it's kind of a squeeze. The interior is dark and gloomy, filled with wooden gears and cogs that help turn the millstone. Beside it, you see 2 creatures.
Shall, if either of them are wearing a robe with a scythe, run as fast as you can.
One.
Ugly little things, aren't they?
Would this be
There is nothing ugly about them.
I
Everyone
wish
is
I read-
beautiful
I wish I
in
read
Lady
history
Fireheart's
or
eyes.
Nature.
nature? Okay.
Oops.
It seems
8.
to be some kind of tiny orc.
Even with rudimentary knowledge, well, that 18.
Surely
is
you
very
jest,
good.
my lord.
These are what goblins look like. They're having fun. They're throwing a ball, which looks like wheat meal and water was made, and they made a ball out of that, and they're throwing it.
So
to
they
each
made
other.
a ball of gruel.
What language does everybody speak?
Not goblin.
No,
Uh,
I can safely say it wasn't Goblin. I do think I get a couple of languages though.
Common
Actually,
and
no,
infernal.
wait. Yes, I do speak goblin.
You speak Goblin as a
I
bugbear?
do. I speak common, goblin. I common and goblin as a bugbear, and I also have elven, because where my settlement was, that we traded with some elves nearby sometimes.
I
The
believe I
Goblin-
get one extra language, so I have Common and Draconian. So
So the Goblin tongue is a little tough to listen to, but Creek can make out that they're at least named Yek. The one in the back is named Yek, and the one in the front is named. Hold on, let me go back to the token layer because names are in the way. Longo.
Longo.
Longo
Yek
and
and
Yek are
Longo.
having an argument about who gets to keep the cool ball of wheat that they made. They seem
those
distracted.
poor
from
urchins.
They seem distracted from the
And
from
them.
the wheat.
Well,
Mm,
always
I feel like
give
this
the
is Creek's,
common
forte. but
always
does he
give the
help?
common man a chance. Find out if they're hostile. Inlet.
Overhearing the oddly verbose common coming across, yelling at some sort of creature with a greatsword, the goblins will turn around, and Yek will immediately drop the wheat ball, which pisses off Longo more than anything else. But
I
as they
say,
see
that
you,
seems to be
Yek
a
starts
foul.
to climb the rafters inside the windmill, while Longo draws a weapon, and we are now in initiatives.
Silly creatures.
all right, this time I am clicked on my character.
God damn it! I didn't click on. Oh wait, I totally clicked on my character, but I didn't do it.
How did they get a 10.14?
10.14. I rolled a 2.14.
They have +8.
Yes.
That's what I'm taking from this.
Yes.
Dexterous little fellow.
No.
No,
Oh,
that's
sorry.
wrong.
No. Their dex mod is 2.14.
What?
The fuck?
What?
That is so bizarre.
How bizarre! How bizarre!
Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na.
But yes, has everybody put in their initiatives?
Yep.
Okie doke. We have Shal going first.
All right. Hand axe.
Well,
13 to hit.
one to hit.
The one right in front of me.
There. Wow. A 13. The goblin will definitely sidestep the hand axe.
All
And
right.
it will jitter at you. This doesn't seem to be in goblinoid. It's actually just going.
Also, jittering, I think, is a type of dance.
Well, now it's doing a dance. Look what you did.
That's my turn.
Okay. Well,
Is
Yek?
he about to get a knife in the chest?
no, because now Yek is going. So weird. Yek draws his bow.
Oh wait, let me double check something real quick. Since these are humanoid, does. Oh no, it's damage rolls. Never mind.
Something that you guys would never have known, but is only known to Yek and Longo, is that Yek hates clowns. An arrow will fly out of the windmill, aimed at Morati. A 21 to hit.
Ah! That'll hit.
8 piercing damage.
Wow.
How high up is Yek?
He tried to get 25 feet, but because the doorway's in the way, he's only about 10 feet up.
10 feet. Excellent.
Creek.
Hold up, let me check my list. I believe in you, Rill.
Sorry, my headset cut out. What?
Creek,
It
it's
is
your
your
turn.
turn.
Oh,
There-
well, yes.
one
it
in the
is.
back is about 10 feet up.
Go ahead, tributary.
You seem to be running out of names.
I have an entire list of synonyms. Don't test me.
At 20, your great sword connects with the goblin.
Doing 8 damage.
Your great sword was connected to the goblin up to the point where it stopped connecting with the goblin as he cleaved straight through it.
Ooh.
Why did you have to attack us?
Yes. Are you saying that in goblin?
Yes, actually.
Yek is going to yell, You You take wheat ball. Leave me alone.
Well,
I
if we
Creek
give them a
just
wheat
kinda
ball, do you think
stops,
we can?
looks up and just has you know exactly which expression he has as he just sort of stares and he goes,
It's up to
Goblins.
Well, he hasn't done any diplomacy yet.
No,
Well,
no,
I'm
I
just
know,
walking in and poison spraying him.
Okay, so it's a con save, right?
DC 13.
The poison proves effective as it's sprayed with your spray. 3 poison damage.
Yes. A meager roll, and then I will immediately back
you
off.
You deserve wheat ball,
The wheat ball is dirty.
Marathi.
So is he like hanging out a window?
He is like, if you're looking in the doorway of the windmill, he's like a little bit above it with his bow and arrow on a rafter.
Okay, so he's shooting out the door. So really, he has
He's
high
not
ground.
obstructed by anything, and that
Yes.
means he also doesn't have any cover, so it's kind of an even
Actually, let me
footing.
see if I had enough movement for that because of the difficult
Question.
terrain. 15, 20.
Since he's
no, I have to get
within-
to here.
Since he's within 10 feet of me, could I use thaumaturgy to create a wheat ball hanging outside the window?
Any attempt at goblin diplomacy would probably prove ineffective, as poison now covers his eyes, throat, and ears and nose.
And goblin autonomy? No. Anatomy?
Goblin
Also,
autonomy now.
I would hardly think it wouldn't be the judgment of a squire that would act contrary to its lord.
Oh, I'm not a squire. I'm just a jester. I performed in the court,
Even
and then when he
worse.
went away, I followed along for the hell of it.
Well,
No. For the halibut.
I'm the one who write the jokes here.
Clearly not. Have you seen me?
Mateus, 1 psychic damage as a migraine has suddenly sprung from your terrible punnage.
But
I
yeah,
failed two
if
saving throws.
I can tell that being
throws for
covered
that
in
pun.
poison, he's not going to notice
You
a
failed to.
wheat ball. I'll just knock an arrow.
Sure.
18.
Your arrow flies true and strikes the poisoned and scared goblin. He will fall
We're
off the raptor.
heroes. I mean, to be fair, they did raise the town and murder people, so we're kind of in
Did
the right
they?
here.
It's a
Did
good
they-
thing that you did that, because my next action would have been to pick up the wheat ball and throw it at him. Now I'm just going to pick up the wheat ball.
I assume the wheat ball has become mush on the ground.
You each gain 25 XP, and there is a notably mushy wheat ball on the ground. Don't
Well.
ask where they got the liquid, because they don't have any water skins on them.
Ugh.
You may want to drop that wheat ball. Well, we've murdered some small fellows that you could have easily
Do they
talked
have
to.
anything of value at all on their corpse?
And now you're searching their little corpses.
One of them
Could
has a
you?
scimitar, the other has a short bow.
I'm guessing both small.
No, they're humanoid sized.
Okay. I'll pick up a scimitar.
Alright, nothing that I want, so well
Anyways,
Oh,
climb to the top
Marathi,
and tell me
there
what
are
you
6
see.
arrows for you if you'd like to collect those from the
Very
slain.
well, I will put them to good use. I promise. Was it Yek and Longo?
Yak and Longo.
Did you even
These-
speak their language?
These arrows are
Well, I'm
rather
assuming we were
rudimentary.
told their names.
I would assume that your arrows have feathers on them for fletching, right?
Yeah.
These arrows have no such fletching. It doesn't affect their quality, but they're noticeably goblin made.
Gotcha.
Perhaps you shouldn't hold on to such crude implements. We can get more in town. Speaking of, perhaps there's some type of Fletcher in town. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. He might be
Considering-
dead already.
Yeah, you're already in a town.
I'm sure they may find their use, my lord. There's
Well,
beauty in everything.
As you're on
Why?
the hill, if I may attract your attention eastwards, I believe you can see them, yes?
A little bit. We see
There you
a
go.
little bit looks like a fence.
Yes, there's a... Oh, I see. Is there lighting in the way?
Yeah.
No, we just
there's
don't
not.
see
We see
far
about
enough.
that far.
Yeah.
Okay, very well. Well, yeah, over there's some ruckus going on. And
Fracas, you say?
hearing the commotion, you see 2 additional goblins coming out the side of the fence over here. They can't really see very well, so they're kind of like straining their eyes, but they're obviously looking in your direction because, the murdering that's happening.
I go up to Creek and I say, I bet they're wondering about their friends.
Perhaps I should just do this.
All right.
What have you done exactly? You're still
Rolled
just
initiative.
standing there.
I'll give you a surprise round as I have yet to notice anything wrong with the hill. So go ahead and do your actions, then we'll go into initiatives.
Okay.
All right.
And for future reference, I'm going to roll all creatures as a block. I didn't realize I rolled them separately last time, so I'll
Okay.
fix that.
That's fine.
All right. Well, my surprise round is going to be longbow.
Are we just going to shoot them all? I have no issues with this plan.
If you want to take your initiatives first and then act in order.
I mean, that's how it goes. We roll initiatives and then surprise round. It just kind of ignore the people who are surprised.
I'll just add them in, but you guys get to go first.
17.
They rolled a
You
critical
dare go before me,
22.14.
Morati? That seems so wrong. I think they're supposed to have 3.
I have 2.
I thought I no, I didn't. Okay.
But I'm wondering where the 0.14
Oh,
is coming
dear.
from.
I couldn't tell you.
Hey, Koopa.
Wow.
This is why I don't call you by your name. See, I win because I rolled the same number twice.
I see.
That's a pair.
Okay, that looks good, yeah?
Yeah, let's
Yep.
ride.
Marati will go first.
I forget. Does 5e have any kind of holding?
You can
not-
ready an
You
action,
cannot
but you
delay,
cannot
but you can
hold.
ready one.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll ready an attack against this one, but the thing that will set off that readied action is if someone else attacks either of them.
Okay.
So I'll have my bow out basically and be like, well, are we going to be savage brutes or shall we try to sway them with words?
What are you doing here?
Are you yelling that in Goblin?
Yep.
One of them is going to yell
Marathi.
scary voice from beyond because it can't see you.
Oh, scary voice.
I forgot how stupid goblins are. And
Anything
somewhere in
else,
a voice
talking
from
is a free action. Are you trying to diplomacy your way to their good
I
goods?
Gentlemen, I have the perfect cantrip for this situation. I can
Is
be
it-
friends with them.
Dear.
Is it just just friends?
There is a character
Friends.
called Friends.
You get advantage on diplomacy, and then afterwards they realize you cast a spell and become hostile.
So, air quotes, friends.
Yes. Although I cannot speak to them, so this will be very interesting as I dance.
All right,
Creek,
so
what would you like to do?
I am going to the actual movement of going up and down the hill is actually not is unchanged.
Going
right?
downhill is not difficult. Going uphill is.
So I am going to go down the hill. Do.
Well,
And now
upon
I'm at
going
level
there,
3.
they see you and immediately draw longbows. Or sorry,
For
short
my
bows.
sake, they invaded the town. We are justified in murdering them.
So yeah,
Well,
they've just drawn short bows.
Let's consider also that I cannot murder them from 40 feet away.
You don't have a bow of some type, you savage?
I suppose I have this, and I pull out a javelin.
Okay.
That works.
Javelins are thrown with dex.
Strength.
Strength.
Thrown weapons are strength.
And I throw a javelin at this goblin, which was off my attack and then Jordan's.
Okay.
Are they surprised still at this point?
You can still act. They're no longer like they see a hostile intention. So they're
Okay, so-
prepared. At least for Creek.
Okay.
16.
Javelin hits the goblin square in the belly.
Okay, does that set off
Doing
my
8
ready
damage,
action?
and I
It will-
believe kills him.
It will crumple into a pathetic little pile.
Now,
and you hear the
what
other one
are
yell,
you doing here?
Glick, no!
Marathi, which did you
Scary
target?
God,
It
scary
was
God
the
from
top one I
beyond, kill
targeted.
friend.
Ineffective.
Well, now that combat has started, I believe your arrow will go off, Marathi.
Well,
Uh,
the thing is,
I was
think
targeting
you
the
were
top one as the
targeting
things,
the
So-
right.
Well, as roll to hit,
As
with
the-
advantage as it's on the
No,
ground.
I would see it's dead and go, oh, I don't need to
No,
fire.
this is your reaction. You chose your target.
Yep.
Okay.
And the
yeah.
condition, you can't stop it once it
13.
starts.
Roll with advantage because he's on the ground.
Disadvantage, actually, it's arranged.
Oh shoot, yeah, but he's on the ground, isn't that?
Yeah, he's
Oh, that's
prone.
melee attacks.
Yeah.
Within 5 feet, you can step
Yeah,
up to
so-
someone and fire straight down with
So,
advantage.
from this goblin's point of view, a javelin just killed its best friend, and an arrow just sailed 5 feet over its corpse into the field.
I'm really glad I didn't need.
And I deleted the one that it had. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, they go for all of you. So
Okay.
Mateus is next.
They never want to just talk.
How long does your inspiration last, Marathi?
10 minutes.
Shit.
Yeah, that's gone when you rested.
Yes.
Crossbow. By the way, does the javelin break or is that recoverable?
I may have to rule. That's ammunition. It's considered ammunition. You can recover half of it. So if you throw 2, you can recover 1. When you throw 1, it's broken.
Okay.
Weird economic laws. Your crossbow bolt will hit the fence in front of this goblin. Rather astoundingly, it will blink once and yell in goblin, "More voices from beyond."
My crossbow is a voice. It speaks of your death.
I choose not to translate this goblin's ramblings.
Yeah. He's having a weird religious experience because it claimed the life of his best friend.
He's gonna start worshipping all short bows.
Well, his javelin is still actually.
He's gonna survive to worship. Anything else in your turn?
No, that's it for me.
Okay, Shell.
Tell him his god is an angry one.
Your longbow will
For
find
7
purchase.
damage.
You have
7, yeah, you get
silenced
the
her
+2.
with your own naked self.
Poor Blick was going to start a new life as a missionary of the short bow before his life was irrevocably destroyed by the very thing he worshipped.
Nope,
Well,
mine's a longbow.
He doesn't know that.
It was betrayed by the its
You
cousin.
get
the
an extra-
longbow.
You get an additional 50 XP for your heroic attempts at diplomacy.
So extra
tried.
50
We
or
could have
50
made
total?
such beautiful
Total. You each
music.
get 50
Okay.
total.
125. Okay, well, that was an experience. Let's continue on.
If
Word
it
of warning, Creek.
pleases you, this field is
Nothing
full of
here will be
pumpkins and
open to
squash.
talking
Well,
unless
That's
it's
what
human.
I'm
probably.
trying to say.
Oh no!
Also, I am onto you, Shaw.
Do you know why both of those goblins couldn't see you? They were wearing pumpkins on their heads.
Such
Oh, dear.
beautiful artistry.
so not only did I
Wait, did I hit it square in the did I hit it in the pumpkin?
Yeah, I would say your arrow went into the pumpkin straight for the jugular.
Yeah.
And I think the javelin just smashed the pumpkin.
Are there any more pumpkins?
I would imagine there's plenty. There's a whole field full of pumpkins.
No,
and
it's
I'm
a
gonna shake a
wheat
pumpkin.
field. Well, we seem to have a... Oh, this is the path up to the keep.
Before we go up to the keep, I'm gonna take a pumpkin.
Well, we should find out if there are any survivors first. I must be a hero to the common people.
Yeah, and I need a
course.
snack.
Well, if you search the, are you going to search the?
Yeah, I'll search the pumpkin field.
Okay, there's pumpkins and squash, but one of them had a pouch.
Oh,
Familiar jingle of coins are in this pouch.
all right. I'll open it up. How much is?
4 copper
explosion.
pieces and 3 silver.
I'll toss each of them a copper piece, or a silver piece, and I'll take a copper.
Also, during your search, here,
What is this?
find a sack.
a sack.
Yep.
All right. What's in the sack?
We're
You
oddly
will find
excited about this.
there is a tinderbox, smoking pipe, stuffed teddy bear, and a box set of 3 Dragonante cards.
Okay. I'll take that stuff for safekeeping.
Okay. Thus
Uh,
concludes your heroic travels and loot.
What about? So we haven't investigated up here.
I say
not-
we make a clockwork motion and continue down here and end in the center.
All
But
right.
let's go for this house that seems to be over 40% destroyed.
Yes, okay, that house. Yes, there, as astutely noticed, there is a rock in that house. Inside the wreck, though, you do hear a sound.
Hmm.
What's the
Anybody
sound?
with perception or investigation? Let's do perception for sound.
Certainly.
Okay.
12.
8.
All right. 3.
Tom, you
that,
ready your greatsword as another goblin might come out.
sorry, I think would have been a 5.
Okay.
Always more goblins.
Well, Creek is convinced that the goblin army is about to rush out through that door. The rest of you can ascertain that whatever it is, it's not very big. And as you ascertain that, whatever's making the noise will flash out, and because of Creek's poor appreciation of subtle sounds, he will take a swing at it. Go ahead and swing with your greatsword.
Okay.
I swear to God, if you kill a child.
10.
Rather nimbly, this creature manages to dodge your greatsword and hides back inside the house. Give me
Were you
one more
able to get-
perception, everybody, as you saw a flash of what it could be.
12.
10.
It's not a nat 1.
Jordan is convinced the goblin army just showed up
23.
and then went back into the house.
It's a clown house.
However, Shal might be able to convince him that instead of a goblin army, it is in fact a tressum, which is a tiny winged cat.
I'm gonna try to handle animal this.
You know that tressums can see invisibility, they have keen smell, and they can detect whether something's poisonous by touch or smell.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to animal handle this.
Well, if he knows what a tressum is, can we try and identify what they are with knowledge?
Knowledge?
Nature? Or...
Knowledge.
There's nothing much more to say about it.
Okay.
Immune to poison.
I'm just wondering,
13 on
like,
animal
is it
handling?
usually hostile?
No, they're usually kept as house pets.
Oh.
Actually, let me double check because I
You
might
almost
have...
killed a man's cat.
There were goblins. I was convinced that there were goblins in there.
Ah, here we are. That's what they look like.
Ooh. Yeah, so I got 13 on animal handling to try and like
That
bring
is a
it
very
out.
large
and,
wingspan.
Are you just kind of holding out your hands and going, Tressum, come here?
with some food.
Okay. The food seems to entice this little creature, which seems to be starving.
Open palm.
You also know, okay, you do know Tressum are very intelligent, and they do have strong friendships with humanoids, particularly rangers and wizards.
Hey.
So seeing the...
Oh, of course, I'll hold out food.
it will look at the appearance of whatever's trying to coax it out, and a little bit of tension between figuring out, is this thing going to eat me, or is it trying to help me, is completely overturned by the hunger in its stomach, as it will cautiously approach and take your food.
All right, I'll give it a little pet.
It recoils, but does not run away. Your pet seems very welcome.
Okay. I'll leave some more food. I don't think that it's gonna follow me because I'm rather not the most pleasant looking thing it's probably seen. But I will try to give it some kind of some food and make sure that it's like okay before leaving.
Okay.
I will wholeheartedly warn it of the goblin menace and suggest it flees town.
Tressum will nod sagely, as if understanding your speech.
I didn't think this far ahead.
Well, I'm just going to
best of
Tressum,
luck to you.
noticing your charity, will start to head back inside the ruined confines of the house, its tail begging you to follow.
I'll
Well,
go
All
in.
right, let's follow.
Tressum will lead you inside and then scrounge for something inside of a desk. It
I'll
will
open the
reveal
desk.
It will reveal a money pouch
Hmm.
and hold it out.
I'll
This is one
Take
agile
it.
cat.
The pouch is heavy with the
Hmm.
clink of coins.
I'll give it another pet and say thank you.
Little purr.
I'll hand the coin to Mateus.
Not just a coin; it's a pouch of coins.
Oh, the pouch.
I'll open the sack.
Inside are 32 gold pieces and 17 silver pieces.
Excellent. Morati, please do the calculations.
Of course, sir. That's, let's see, divided amongst us. That would be
I mean,
8.
it's 8 gold and 4 silver with 1 extra.
I will hand the cat the last silver.
as a tip.
Yes.
The cat plays with the silver piece.
Excellent.
Also,
was
you guys
8
wrote down
and-
the other silver piece I gave you guys.
Yes.
So it's 1 silver
Okay.
piece. So it's so
4
you should
silver
have-
pieces and 8 gold each. So 5 silver pieces from the previous one, and I have 33 gold because I started with 25.
You're a rich boy.
Anyways, let's continue on. Circle the house to make sure there's nothing against the walls. There's a
I check the
boulder.
other side.
Well, don't go any. Stop right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you're exploring, you see this, right?
Yes.
Obviously,
Yeah.
their watchtower. This one has voices emanating out. Creek can hear a muffled sound saying fire as 2 arrows come from the top of the watchtower, one aimed at Mateus and one aimed at Creek. However, due to the structure of the watchtower and the obstruction, these shots will be made at disadvantage.
Wouldn't that cancel out because we're surprised?
Yeah, I guess so. So
I,
just
would
normal
I-
Or
would I
shots.
be
should we
surprised, though?
do
'Cause I
maybe,
actually could hear the call being made.
That's
You
true.
have-
We could
You barely
maybe...
have time to shout a warning, I guess, because you do understand
Okay.
Goblin. So yeah,
Yeah.
these will be made with disadvantage.
All right.
Okay.
Well, the number for me is 15.
13 here.
Well, 16 to hit Kuba for 3, or Mateus for 3 piercing.
My words protect me.
Second arrow goes wide and misses entirely.
Oof.
This puts you into initiatives.
All right.
How many
Fresh.
voices did you hear in there, good sir?
I heard one voice call out fire. Hey, guess what? Third roll off of the night.
Yes, but this is between
Ah.
lesser
No.
men.
Lesser.
Well, also me and you.
No,
No,
you win.
no, yes, +3 initiative.
Oh, okay.
4.14.
Fatality.
I also tell the party where I heard the voice coming from.
Oh, I've clicked something that says add Dex tiebreaker to initiative.
Oh,
Oh,
Whoa.
interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
So let's take a statistical average. It's like, oh, it's Dex, its initiative must be this, so this will be its tiebreaker round.
Hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. But yes, does everybody have their things done?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, you're up.
Shall
also
actually is.
flip.
He
No,
has
Shall.
higher.
Yes. Shall. It is your.
So I can't see the goblins at the moment, can I?
No, you know the arrows came from the top of the watchtower, and there's like little slits that they can poke their heads out and shoot from. They decided not to poke their heads out and just fire from inside, which is why they had disadvantage to start.
Okay. I'm gonna move closer.
Okay.
Try and find out how many voices you can hear.
And
Try
get
to get
probably
your
around
combat
here and then
multiplier
like
even
make perception to hear inside.
Sure. There is a closed wooden door in the way, by the way. Go ahead and roll perception.
17.
You hear 2 distinct voices, but you don't know what they're saying.
All right.
2A.
They seem to be arguing with each other, but that's all.
Do you
about
think
it.
this is the time for my magic to show itself?
You did shock one of those wargs?
Well, that was just a parlor trick.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
Cantrip, if you say.
I'll open
Anything
the door
else?
and move over.
The door is locked.
Ah. Then I'll try to bust the door with an axe.
Go ahead.
This probably won't have advantage, so 11 to hit.
Hit.
And since it's not, it's not a favorite enemy, so 3 damage.
Check out the statistic for a sword, or for a door.
Wood, I
And,
believe, has
so how
like...
does 2-weapon fighting work without the feet?
You don't use the other weapon until you get it, I
No.
think, right?
Yeah, you have to...
Have to
You have to
it.
get some way to allow you to attack with your offhand. So at this point, you might as well have a two-handed weapon until you get the...
Well, I can't. I start only with 2 martial weapons. Or
Okay.
2 one-handed martial
One-handed,
weapons
yeah.
or something like but
Well,
yeah, so that's the weird
perhaps
thing
we can
because I
find
don't
you
have
one, then.
Oh, I see.
like I'm not gonna get the feat, but I'm gonna get the ability.
Well,
which
that's what I
says-
mean. When you get the ability, it'll allow you to make an offhand attack, essentially.
Sorry, Shal, your actual hand axe bounced off, but because it's it's an inanimate wooden door, I'll allow you to make that attack with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Keep the 3 if you hit, though.
20.
That'll certainly hit, and you chunk off a piece of that door, but not nearly enough to squeeze through.
Oh no, apparently
I'll
it's
back.
just a bonus action to swing with the
Oh.
offhand, and you don't get you don't get ability modifier until you get 2 weapon fighting.
I see. So it's just strength.
Okay, so
And it has to be a light in your.
Sure.
yeah, so
Oh,
I
both of them
have
have to
2
be light.
axes, so I was gonna
Sure,
do.
go ahead and do the other one, but just strength. At advantage, though.
Alright, so just strength. Nah.
That'll glance off.
All right, I'll move away.
Mateus, you're up.
So, you're going to hate me, but. Oh, I guess it's poison, not acid. I'm not going to spray the door down. However, I will shock the door.
Roll to touch the door.
23.
You will touch the door with electricity.
For 8 lightning.
Wow.
The door is pretty firm, but most of you can start seeing inside it. The voices inside get more frantic as they realize you're trying to break down the door.
And then I will step away from the door and take cover in the
Just
awning of
imagine
the
you're
house.
holding like the doorknob and waiting for people to open it on the other side and shock.
Oh, that would be great if I could do that. I'll need
Well,
to remember that idea. Thank you,
The two panic goblins,
Planet Goblin.
will now poke their heads out of the slots in the watchtower. They can't quite get an angle on either Shal or Mateus, so they'll instead fire 1 arrow at Marathi and 1 at Creek. Will not have disadvantage because they're poking their heads out now.
Remember my words of inspiring.
So let's go for Creek first. You are lucky that they're not rolling with advantage. A 23 to hit though.
That will hit.
5 damage.
Ouch.
Then
Also,
1 at
Marathi, have you taken damage already?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
It was the previous fight. They fired arrows.
21. to hit you,
Amazing.
Marathi.
21. Wow, yeah.
That for 4 piercing damage.
Are you dead yet, Marathi?
Nope, nope. Still kicking.
Still good. They'll keep their heads stuck out as they both affirm to each other they indeed hit their targets. Creek.
All right. Now it's my time to.
Creek
smash
and
the door.
Marathi, smash the door and then walk away, please. I'm going to cast something which may catch you if you're this hurt.
Very well.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Well, you could also you could fix that by just
Great
hitting
sword
it
on
like this.
door.
That'll hit the door.
Good job,
13.
great
The door
sword.
did
Knock,
not like
knock,
that. It will
knock down
explode open,
wood.
its hinges flying in the wind.
All right, and then heeding the words of this man who speaks many words, I take I use the last of my movement and step back.
Okay. Marathi.
Okay. The one that struck me with an arrow is going to receive some vicious mockery.
Okay.
Basically,
You're like, man, I like getting hit by arrows.
so I can see it. It's not language dependent. It has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It rolled a 0.
Cool.
Oh,
So it's gonna
dear.
take,
It has
D4
very
psychic
thin skin.
and have disadvantage on the next attack roll before the end of its next turn.
It's confused by your apparent mockery of its skills.
So two
Is that language dependent?
damage. No, it's
No.
not. It's
So
not.
2 psychic damage?
It's actually so you can vicious mockery and ooze.
Okay, Shal.
Probably could vicious mockery of rock.
Oh, and then I
Um,
will move, taking cover behind the house here.
I'll move to here. Do I have sight of them?
Yes, they're both sticking their heads out.
All right. So taking out my longbow, I'm going to try and shoot the one that got vicious mockeried. 21 to hit
It'll hit.
for 8 damage.
And it will fall off the blockhouse. The other goblin will cry. In
Well,
horror.
fine then. I won't cast my amazing arcane magics if there's only one left.
Deus,
Is it within 15 feet of me?
20 feet above you.
Maybe if you jump.
Can I jump and then cast?
Can you high jump 5 feet?
It is, what is it, modifier distance up?
Yep.
No, I can go -1.
You can
I will
into the
sink
ground.
into the ground, yes.
Bad technique.
High jumping. I think there's a minimum distance you can jump.
3 plus strength modifier, so
you
I can go
jump
2 feet.
Unfortunately, you will not be able to match the distance if you need to be
Oh,
within
fine
15
then.
feet.
I will walk into the place since the door exploded and start climbing.
All right. It'll take you. That's basically a movement.
So it's 15 for me to get into the house, going around the
Yep.
corners.
And then you have 30 feet.
Yes.
So you can be on the same level as this thing.
Really, I just want to get close enough so that I can poison spray him.
Sure. All right. Well, he's gonna come up next.
Yes, I know. This is probably...
see
Well,
this
we'll
strange-
see. So
this
give
is
me a
strange
constitution
human.
save.
Wait. How are you poison spraying? Don't you have to double move? Because it's 15
Oh,
feet
is it-
in and then it's 20 feet up.
Well, I just want to go 10 feet up the thing and then just kind
Oh,
of
I see.
shoot him.
Very well. Okay.
So I'm on the ladder, so...
Yes, you're on the ladder. DC 13 con save, huh?
Yes.
This is a hardy beast. It'll save. Is that half
Well,
for poison or
shit.
is it none?
No, it's no damage.
Okay.
Well, shit.
Let's see. Okay. You're on the ladder. You're 10 feet up, right?
Yes.
So it's got 10 feet to drop.
Doesn't it have 20 feet?
Not if there's something in front of it.
Fair enough. Am I going to get drop attacked?
Yes. It's going to jump on you.
Hey, it
Well,
has to
each-
take a...
You will each take 1d6 falling damage, though.
Alright.
Just because of the
Well,
impact.
it has to hit me first. It might miss its jump.
Suicide.
Nope. It's going to just jump on you.
Oh, fine.
It's a pretty tight. There's
That's
nowhere else
true,
to fall.
yes.
So it'll take.
Do you want
Two
to roll my
damage, and
damage,
you'll-
or should I?
You'll both take 2 damage from the impact.
Okay.
Roll me a strength save to hold on to the ladder.
You know...
You will lose your grip and you will both fall an additional 10.
Inspiration.
You will hold on to the ladder. There's a goblin on your head.
This is a problem.
It
But
will
perhaps-
start yelling at you.
I could make this the next fashion sense.
Indeed, Greek, it's your turn.
I could use some assistance in here.
It's 10.
Suspended 10 feet on a ladder, you see a goblin riding a human.
Is that
Truly
a
an
goblin
inspired
riding a
fashion
human?
statement, sir.
I don't know how I could take this seriously anymore. My
Throw a javelin, nitwit.
actually, great swords. No, great swords do not have reach.
Because of the nature of the ladder, any range attack you make from that angle will have disadvantage, or will have cover. So it'll
Well,
have,
it's within 5 feet of me anyways. It'll have disadvantage anyways.
No, I know. But my question is, can I the great sword doesn't have reach, so I can't just.
You could
Double
ready, and then if it's still riding my head, I could slide down the ladder. And then when it gets into reach, you can just bat it off my head.
That's the idea. Let me just double check though. Yep, no reach property. It's also heavy, so.
you know what? Is there a door there? Yeah, I'm gonna remove the door so you can freely move.
Please.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, I think they're both in this space.
Yeah,
But
they're pretty
high.
much in the same space, but above you.
All right. Are the goblin's legs dangling off of him?
Are you going to try and hack its leg off and then take my jugular?
No, I'm going to try to yank it off yank it off your head from the leg.
I don't think you can reach because he's 10 feet up the ladder and the goblin's on his head.
Can I climb the
You
ladder?
can try to climb the ladder, I guess. But
Why is everyone climbing on me?
if you want to climb the ladder and try to yank him off, make it
Alright,
at a
alright.
disadvantage.
Actually, I like the idea. Okay, I call out to Mateus. Slide down the ladder, and I ready an action that when the goblin comes into my view, I hit it with I whack at it with the great sword.
Very well. Marati.
Okay, so can I see this?
No.
Okay,
You cannot
so
see anything that's happening
I'll-
in here.
I'll poke around the corner. Am I able to see it now?
Also,
You
I
see
say that in common.
Creek crowding inside the blockhouse, and I can imagine you see Mateus's feet on the ladder.
Also, Creek is readying a baseball swing, I think.
Yeah, he's got his
Yeah.
great sword at the ready. It
Oh
seems like
my.
he's gonna try to take off his legs.
I see.
kneecap.
And I step over. I'm guessing I couldn't make out the goblin unless I was
No, the
standing where
goblin's
Creek
too
was.
high up in the frame.
Okay. So then, in that case,
Inspire my legs.
I'll give some bardic inspiration to Mateus,
Okay. Shall.
and then I'll move next to Shal.
I have no words for what's going on right now, so I'm just gonna.
How about oh no, and this is ridiculous.
I'll go with
I
the
have
second
more, I have
one.
a
You're
whole
not in those orders.
In any
I'll
order,
go
really. You could just start screaming them both.
here.
Okay.
I'm pretty much ready in action for if it comes out to hit it with an axe.
Okay, Mateus.
Okay, so
Just
first,
to clarify, it means the goblin.
thank you. I'd rather not die today.
First thing that steps out is dead.
I'm going to give it a gentle zapping with my action.
A joy buzzer.
Yep, go ahead.
17
You'll zap it.
for 1 electric damage.
Joy
Okay,
buzzer!
Why are
seems-
you rolling
it seems
low?
really scared,
My
irate,
inspiration
and
cannot
wounded.
reach you, my lord.
And now I will slide down the ladder.
Okay.
All right.
Shocking grasp. It has disadvantage on just attacks.
No, it has no reaction.
No reaction. Oh, okay. Well, sliding down the ladder, it cannot take a reaction to try to hold on, so it will slide down with you.
Now, fools! Hurry, curse
17.
you!
Hit what?
The goblin.
Very good.
The ready
Glad hit.
action. Were you asking, like, the first thing that came down and just...
You will cleave the goblin off of Mateus's head.
Careful, fool, you
Killing
almost
it.
took my hat out.
I
Worth,
know what I'm
it's
doing.
worth an additional 50 XP.
Yeah.
Check your hat for goblin blood, sir.
I think we're well beyond that point. I need a bath.
Nonsense. Here, and I walk over and I
He
use
pulls out a set of baby wipes.
no. I could just clean stuff with prestidigitation.
True.
I'll just go up and I'll
Do that.
start magically
you-
wiping away the blood and the dirt.
Like
Can
I
you
said,
clean
baby
my
wipes.
soul?
No, unfortunately, my magic only is so powerful. But, I could use a rest.
I wouldn't mind a break, actually.
I could... Well, if we run into any more goblins, I could use my powers to hopefully end them, and then we could take a break. I have not used all of my reserves. I do not know about anyone else, but...
Nor I. There's much magic within me, but vigor is low.
Yeah, don't. You've already short rested, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, but not all of you healed, right?
Yes.
No,
No,
no, exactly.
The
It was
thing
really
is,
just a short
we
rest to
short
get
rested for the
Shao.
one, or no? Did anyone else get damaged after the first fight?
No.
I did, but I just.
We could
did
short
it.
rest again, and I could give you more inspiration.
Yeah. The point is I wasn't actually injured until after the short
Right.
rest.
So you still have
Yes.
your hit die.
So perhaps
Yeah.
we should take an hour.
If you'd like to
back
take an
here.
hour, you can come back to the house with the cat.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Cat will act as a watchful protector, purring contentedly at
Yay.
Shal's feet.
You're a pretty
perfect
cool cat.
protector.
I'll also be like carving
Oh
the.
my god.
Critical hit dice.
I'll carve the pumpkin while I'm here.
Ooh.
You'll cover the pumpkin.
Carve.
Oh, carve one. Okay.
I loved that
Critical
as a
hit
child.
dice. Seems fate smiles upon your arrow wounds today.
You
So
should
it
carve
does.
me. It will inspire you.
And remember, you all get 4 temp hit points from that.
Yes.
I'm gonna carve like
You
an
have
image of the
just for
cat.
health, Jordan. There you go.
Yeah.
My word is worth
And
its
as
weight
he's
in
giving the
vigor.
inspiring speech on the pan flutes, I just play some musical to, serve as a background.
You're playing a sad pan flute song as your arrow wounds were healing. You ask Mateus if he has any spare honey, which seems to have done the trick to put Shal up on his feet.
No honey for the servants, you know this.
But
Honey
yes,
for
an
bite
hour
marks.
Will pass.
Do I get aloe vera if I get shot in the foot?
Hour will pass. Oh, I guess I could also reveal.
That's
Here's your little
never a
buddy.
good thing to... Oh, is that the cat?
Cat.
Good job. Well, shall we press on to this house with the pumpkin farm? You seem to be obsessed with it.
Never pays to
I'm
have an
gonna
extra
step
snack.
to this wall and just hold my ear against the wall and see if I hear any voices or movement inside, because there's been kind of a theme here.
nothing inside there, and even through a window, you can tell that this house has been thoroughly ransacked. You surmise that that sack you found in the middle of the field was anything valuable inside that house.
Was there
It
anything on the
wasn't even in the
goblins?
house.
I'm sorry?
Was there anything on the goblins down here?
Besides the short bows and scimitars now.
Okay.
Well, continue on then.
Looks like we got another one over here.
Ooh, what is in this field?
Okay, they're another farm. The potato and roll me in natures for the plants. Do you see plants?
12.
15.
Okay, you see potato and turnip plants poking out of the ground. Also, something very interesting seems to be jutting out of that rock. If you want to roll me a perception,
Which one? The one that's next to Mateus, or the one up here?
in the field.
Oh, okay.
16.
17.
How dare you
Morbidly.
overshadow me?
Morbidly, you see a hand reaching out from underneath the rock.
Ooh.
Well, that's... morbid is the perfect word for that. Let's move on. Perhaps bury him after we're done here. We're halfway there.
I'm gonna move to here and see if I can... If there's like a window, stealthily look in.
Yes, let me see here. You can see through a window. There is a painting. The painting is of a tiefling.
Some people have taste, looks like.
Don't look into it. It will steal your soul.
I just look blankly at you. What?
There is a door, but it is locked.
You're looking through a window. You're a ruffian. I shouldn't have to put 2 and 2 together.
Oh, roll me a perception.
That's never good to hear. 7.
6.
Well, even with your dim sight, you can see above the door several runes have
Oh,
been
that's
burned
persuasion.
into the woodwork.
Is this your summer home?
Roll me an Arcana.
That would have been a 21 perception. My bad.
13 on Arcana.
Not
Same.
magical, but there are tieflings here. You speak Infernal, right?
Yep.
It is Infernal writing.
Bless this mess.
Let all who enter this home without the consent of its owner burn for 99 years in the depths of Nessus and freeze for 1,000 more in the icy wastes of Cania.
Somebody here is not a huge fan of people.
It doesn't follow the usual rhyming scheme, that's for certain.
That's kind of dickish. You
Also,
trespassed. Go to hell for 1,099 years.
Well, it's like go to hot hell and then go to icy hell.
Also, what was it saying again exactly?
Let all who enter this home without the consent of its owner burn for 99 years in the depths of Nessus and freeze for 1,000 more in the icy wastes of Cania.
I'm gonna go around here and around this rock and take a look at the hand. Is it connected to a body?
No,
No.
the hand is over here in the field.
Yes,
Oh, it's
in the
over there in
potato
the field. Okay, never mind.
They were growing humans.
From the window, you can see there is a chest inside.
Perhaps we shouldn't meddle
Yeah.
with the Infernal just yet. If we can find the deceased owner, then we have his consent retroactively.
You know that the runes are not magic, at the very least. Seems like it's
It's
just
still a
sealed
good
in with
idea.
runes.
Superstitious.
Could I detect magic as a ritual?
Like 10 minutes.
If everyone's willing.
I'll go pick up some potatoes, I guess. I can if I get some
Be
onion, I
careful
might
not
be able
to
to make
eat
a
the
stew.
leaves. They're poisonous, you know.
Can you boil them and/or mash them though?
They're also quite delightful in stews.
No one likes your references.
What reference?
Yeah, I was just suggesting something you can do with them.
Ah, I've seen
Maybe
people
some
slice
garlic.
them, dice them. It's rather amazing.
And I poke around too because I don't have much else to do.
But yeah, I'll, as a ritual, do detect magic.
Very well.
Alright.
With your magical sight, you can't pick up anything magical coming from the house, or from the runes, or from the door.
Well,
Okay.
it's still probably not a good idea to get on the bad
Oh, it's
side
true.
of
Yes,
someone's.
I don't want to give us reason to break into a fellow's home.
Perhaps if we need to and needs must, but for now we should continue on.
Just a quick check of the house. Has it been damaged at all?
Ooh, Marati. As
You're
you're
getting
searching more
shot.
carefully with your detect magic, give me a perception as you peer in.
You got it. 20.
Next to the chest, on top of a drawer, you can see a liquid in a glass bottle. Very tempting.
Wait, what?
There's a
Like some
liquid in a
sort
glass
of-
bottle next to the chest.
Sort of alchemical creation, maybe.
Hmm.
Stop ogling the man's brew and let's move on.
I'm not.
Okay, 4E. You can see this one, right?
Yeah,
just
just the
barely.
outside. And I see that there's a rock over there.
There's a small flower garden, many flower pots around this home. There's a rock there, and underneath the rock, clearly, there's a corpse of a tiefling.
Huh.
Well, I say, sir, can we enter your house?
No response.
I don't believe you know the spell to speak to dead men.
If you say nothing, you're giving your consent. All right, let's move.
Totally doesn't sound rapey.
You're just talking to him, right? Not searching him? Because there's
Uh,
a 500-pound rock under on top of him.
No, of course not.
I search the parts I can move.
All right, on three, everyone. 1, 2, 3, heave.
Okay. Anything else around that area?
I'll check the window of this if there is one.
Anything
Roll perception.
behind the house?
Goblins.
Roll
Thousands
me your
of
perception.
17?
Well, the cottage seems to have been already raided. However, looking down, you see a hidey hole under a loose floorboard.
Ooh.
I'll kick over the
Well,
panel.
before if I can see if he points it out, I'll hold my hand up and say, perhaps there are people in there. Perhaps we should let them know we're here to help and not just kick it open and get shot in the face as they fear goblin attack.
Well,
grand-
the hidey hole is not exactly big. I mean, it might be big enough to fit a child, but not more than one.
Oh, okay.
Children are dexterous. They could do quite some damage with a crossbow.
Yeah, so you just pack them in there.
Nope,
Maybe
just-
we'll have him on
Marathi,
the
take
door.
this down.
Your
Consider
kind
weaponizing
words of
children.
charity fall on deaf ears as there's no response.
Well, I'll do as I said and kick open the
That's fine.
hidey
Inside the hidey hole, you find an herbalism kit,
hole. Ooh.
a vial filled with a liquid, a pouch with the familiar clink of coins.
Are we going to take everyone's pocket?
No, but that herbalism pouch sounds good to me.
Okay. There's also the vial. Roll me in nature.
Everyone or just?
Yeah, you can all pass it around. Give it your best shot.
I'm sorry, this is too strong for me. I don't want to hit.
Both Shao and Morati come to the conclusion that this is a vial of antitoxin.
Ah.
Well, that's going to be handy somewhere down the line.
No, of course not. Why would they put it in?
Oh, I'm sorry. The corpse underneath the rock wasn't a tiefling, it was a halfling.
Oh.
I
Well-
suppose you really can't see much of it.
It might be
mean-
colored red. Well, that might just be the
They're
blood.
both colored red now.
And how many coins are in the pouch?
15 gold pieces. Actually, 16 gold pieces.
My god, a gold piece just appeared out of nowhere to make it easily divisible. I was just going to give 3 to the cat.
The tiny flying cat deposited a single extra gold piece into the pouch, purring at you.
It can
Good cat.
multiply money. We got a 10
It's a
times
mouse
return on the investment. Quick, take my pouch.
Alright, well, there's still the
Investment
house, the two houses to the left.
Yes,
One,
let's
they're connected
let's
to
go
the farm.
forward. That one seems to be large. Some type of inn, perhaps.
Perhaps a
So
tavern.
there's also the one to the left over here.
That's true. The door is right there.
So, what
We're
would you
going
like
left
information on
first.
first?
This one here.
That one. Okay. There's nothing
Also,
in that
I'm going
house.
to change my color because that black is hard to see. And to the next one in front of us. Well, I'm not going first.
Well, as you reach there, you hear a noise coming from that watchtower.
Oh, for my
Let
sake.
me guess. It's someone in Goblin saying fire.
No. It's some roll me a perception.
Really?
No, just Creek.
Oh.
Well,
I
it's
don't hear it
someone in
anyway.
Goblin saying fire.
Something whispering, but you can't quite make out what it's saying. Goblin's not your first language.
Right. Can I tell what language is being spoken?
Goblin, and it's female.
Female goblin, that tower in common. but in common, low voice.
No, it's speaking in Goblin.
He's
No, I know,
saying
I'm-
in common. He's saying those
I'm
words.
telling
No,
the
I see.
party. I'm telling the party that there is
Well.
in a low voice, in common, that there is a female goblin in that tower.
Call
I
out
can-
to them in Goblin and tell them to come out. Perhaps we can finally sort things out non-violently.
Wait,
You
just
do
one
that.
second. Go ahead. I believe in you.
I'm not inspired though.
Don't worry, you are my dear. And I
I'm
give you a
not.
bardic inspiration.
All right, so yeah, let's go for it. I'm going to attempt to pretend to be a goblin.
Your best Goblin
Nice.
voice and say exactly what you want to say as a Goblin.
All right.
Oh, you've asked him to think. We'll be here all day.
No.
I didn't expect him to employ trickery.
Well, okay, I'm pretending to. What am I supposed to say? Come out in a not goblin voice?
You could say, come out
Yes?
in a Goblin language.
Your
I'm not
delivery
saying
will
to
determine
trick
whether or
them.
not to give you advantage on this diplomacy roll.
All right.
And if you use bardic inspiration, it's a d6.
Okay. So I add d6.
How many
to the roll.
times can you use that before you rest?
That's my third time that I've used it, and it won't refresh until a long rest.
Answer my question though.
Mm-hmm.
How many times can you use it before you rest?
I said that's
Hey!
3.
You said-
I said
He
3.
said
that
he has
was
no more.
that was my third time, and now I can't do any more until a long rest.
I see.
I answered
Okay.
both questions.
Okay,
in one
okay,
statement.
no.
In a
I
very
heard, I
poor
heard, I
manner.
heard what you said. You're incredibly. Are you trying to intimidate this goblin?
No. Goblins by nature are very gruff.
Well, then roll me without advantage because that was not sweet nor honeyed.
Oh, that's
So
You
roll
fool, take
diplomacy.
after me next time. Honey
Alright,
words and honey words.
all right. So plus it's gonna be I'll add the bardic inspiration to this
There's
one.
a comment in there somewhere, but I'm just not quite
So-
sure where.
D6 extra. So
12
that's
plus
deception. So plus a D6.
Oh,
18.
Quite good.
The voice is going to say, "Bojo, that you?"
Oh god, I have to keep this up.
This is why
See?
you don't lie.
See the tangled webs we weave when we lie.
Leave the lying to the politician.
Yeah.
Is that a crack
yes,
Marathi?
It's me.
But of course, I'm a jester.
It's all good. Come on out.
The goblin will open the door and step out. I get her off the GM layer. He'll say, "Pojo, I thought you dead already."
Reincarnated.
I got better. Shit.
You don't need to keep rolling deception. She's coming out.
Okay.
Being that you're obviously not Pojo, she is absolutely stunned for one round.
Oh,
Are
no.
are we going
A
to murder
silver
another
necklace
person?
hangs from her right hand.
Okay. Silver necklace, right hand. Can I perception?
Roll initiatives. You all have a surprise for this.
Oh dear.
I tried. I really did.
I mean, we don't have to murder.
Well, now you say this.
Well, my flights of fancy are varied.
I
Truly,
think we
you
still
are a
need
fickle
Ron,
creature.
right?
Oh, sorry, 11.
Yeah. Wait. You have 3 initiative rolls.
Yeah, didn't see the first one.
Creek.
My bad.
Your turn.
Oh, am I actually? Oh wow, I am.
Well, it's in
Okay.
your court.
I am going. She's stunned, but do I guess we're in initiative.
If you
You
attack her,
rolled
you'll have
initiative.
advantage. She is literally stunned by what she's seeing in front of her.
I am going. I'm going to move up, and I'm going to attempt. Can I? Pinning doesn't really
Steal
work
the
in Miami,
necklace
does
and
it?
run. You can grapple, and that will reduce her and your speed to 0, and then next turn you can attempt to restrain if you have some method of doing so, and then they
As
have
long-
to try and break free.
All right.
Are you
'Cause
going to hold her
I'm
down?
going to try and stop. She's prone, isn't she?
No.
No, she's just standing
Oh,
slack-jawed and awe.
Stunned.
I got stunned, confused, and paralyzed.
I don't think you're. Well, most things that paralyze don't knock you prone. It just freezes you up. But
Okay. Because I wanted at least.
But once
get
you're knocked
19.
down, you can't get back up.
that's true.
Ain't never gonna
Push
keep
her
wait,
over.
They are.
Tom and knock her over.
You're just gonna bully her?
No, I actually do want to try to restrain her in some fashion.
Okay.
My
Roll a
smart back comes
grapple.
with- Yeah, okay, which is
Just strength plus BABM, I think, or
That's
plus
not much.
Proficiency,
efficiency.
but yeah, it's
So
just
it's
an
how-
attack. Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you hit,
Alright.
you grapple them.
All right. So
You will be able to
Yeah.
grapple her.
All right, so I grappled her.
She's saying, "Wait, what do?" You know,
just-
Pojo.
We. Oh, is she just coming to the realization now?
The gears are starting to turn. Is that your turn?
Yep. I moved in action. So yes.
No, he's just giving you a hug.
Val, you're up.
I'm gonna move to here, preparing for the inevitable scream that comes and the goblins that come after that.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty wise. Yes.
Um,
Anyone got silence?
Are you asking for a second level spell?
Yes.
what's in this? I'm just
He's
gonna walk
running.
into the tower.
Go ahead and walk in.
What's in here?
It's a tower.
Anything else?
Let's see here.
In fact, I'll double move to the top of the tower.
Okay. Well, doing that, I will tell you that over here there seem to be 2 more goblins in a pen.
In a pen?
Yeah, like this house kind of has a. Reveal that if I just do.
I could drag me to
This?
where I could see,
Yeah, I'll do that instead.
and that'll give me sight.
Yeah. Oh no!
Where did you take me? Oh,
Move the map.
No, he's moving the table.
use
I already
undo.
did. There.
Okay,
You did that.
interesting. I'm going to start flailing my hands out of the thing, trying not to alert the goblins. And
We'll
essentially
play
what I'm doing is I'm holding up my index and middle finger and then pointing towards over the house.
We don't need to speak Goblin to know that to know that language. All right, Marathi.
I'm just gonna go over to this rock here, I'll just go over to the fence, lean against it, and just sort of watch this play out a bit more.
There's no fence there.
I think. Oh, it looks like the map
Maybe
itself
decent because
moved.
I moved the map and I.
Yeah, the map's a little off, I think.
Yeah.
It's not because I used undo.
Okay, it's just kind of weird here then.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
you mean like
I
the
see
darker
Koopa
squares?
here, but I see the tower here. Yeah.
Oh, well, I
Very
am
refreshing.
here. That might be the best, yes. Just
Yeah,
pick him
I'll
up and
refresh real
move him
quick,
like
hold
one
on.
square where.
Is that better?
Well, I just refreshed, so hold on. It'll just be a sec.
Oh no! I
Uh,
made him grotesque.
Are you black-haired Igor?
Have you looked at his character? He's a Harlequin. The Harlequin baby.
I think Koopa would recognize it if he saw a bigger picture. Okay, so yeah, I was like, was I here originally?
Yeah, you're there.
Okay. What I will just do then, yeah, I thought it was close to the fence. I'm just gonna cross my arms disappointingly and just sort of watch this go from here.
Okay.
On my turn.
Well, now she'll go, and because Creek didn't specifically say he was going to gag her.
He
She
can't
will yell.
yet.
Yep.
Can you do that in a grapple?
You can
Nope.
later. You can.
Oh.
And she's going to yell, "Pojo, save me!" and try to wriggle out.
Why does she want help from a chicken from Midway Games?
Oh my god!
I thought you were saying Cujo.
That's a dex save, isn't it? To escape a grapple.
Acrobatics or athletics, strength or dex.
What's the number to beat?
Yeah. Look. Should have been probably researching this grappling.
Honestly, I didn't expect a grapple tonight.
Grapple creature. Yep. Strength athletics.
It's versus opposed, I believe. So he just
Which
rolls
is-
his
You'll roll
strength and
yours.
proficiency.
I roll.
Yeah.
I roll another grapple. Another grapple.
Yes,
Yeah. So they don't have skills, so those roll dex.
All right.
sounds about
A
right.
17 to escape your grapple.
Ooh,
And
nope.
8 to fail.
Okay, she will escape, and then as a bonus action, she will disengage and run. What's their speed?
30, I believe.
30 feet.
Well,
And off she goes to the races.
She's going this way. Noticeably, though, because you managed to sweet talk her out, she has no weapons or on her. And from the over here, another goblin will appear and has a bow.
What if I just kind of like put myself over here just to see
Yeah, sure,
when I'm
sure.
in the tower?
Oh, right, because you're the tower.
Yes,
He'll
I
yell,
can't see anything.
He'll yell, "Get hands off Gwerk," and he'll fire an arrow at Creek.
Quite the heartbreaker. Inlet.
6 to hit.
that will not.
So the arrow flies wide, and then he'll yell, "Tot, get over here!" And even farther behind, another goblin will come out. Creek, it's your turn.
I try to make things work.
And
Try not
If
to
that's
kill
what you call
things.
trying, I'd hate to see what you call failing.
Do I have to center a sleep on you, Marathi?
I am the one who tells the jokes.
Quiet. I go into rage.
Okay,
So.
gonna
Do
approach
I
her.
Oh,
Just
also,
rage.
I believe I was in front of the tower
You were here.
because the map shifts.
Yes, you
Right
were.
there.
Can you
The-
just pick
I-
him up and move him?
I
It
shifted
seems
the
to
map
be.
back, so
Yeah.
you were there.
Oh well, then how did we get over here?
Because originally the goblin walked out, and then you walked over there on your own volition.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought she had been in front of the tower. All right.
She
So,
wasn't. The tower was in
ran.
front of you.
but then never mind. This is too much think.
When you were in that coma, did you feel your brain being damaged?
Apparently. All right.
Sorry,
So-
she has one more up because the distance. Yeah, there you go.
All right. So that's almost me at 30 feet. But what I'm going to do instead is I am going to go here, and I am going to lob a javelin at Mr. Bow guy over here.
Pojo, but he didn't do anything but fire an arrow at you. Go ahead and roll.
Exactly.
You'll strike true. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. 7 damage.
A surprisingly angry javelin flies through the air, catching Pojo in the rib cage and carrying him a distance of 5 feet before it lands, killing him instantly. If you thought this one was mad about Pojo not being there, killing him has certainly had a certain effect on her now.
And I believe.
Wait, didn't she think Pojo was dead?
Yes, she did. And then
Oh, now he
I
is.
said
Goblin
wasn't,
object
and I was
permanence
wrong.
is very strange.
And so I just sort of standing there, very angry, and my turn there.
Okay. Shot.
Very angry indeed.
All right, so
So, by the way, can I recover this javelin?
Sure, you can
go
recover
to
that.
here.
javelin.
Yeah, later,
Oh.
of course.
hello. Nine probably misses.
Yeah, your arrow will not find its mark.
Today, precisely. This is precisely my emotion right now in game.
All right, anything else, Shal?
Is
I'll
it-
move 5 feet nearer to.
Is it my turn to end the boobery?
Sure, go ahead. From
Very well.
From the auspices of your own ivory tower, you will act.
Yes. And from my ivory tower, I have lost vision, but I will
Go
drop
ahead,
a
just
sleep.
scoot back in. All right. You have to roll for HP, right?
Yes, and there is no save. Cast at first level, it is going to affect 31 HP worth.
So,
So I'm
every-
centering it.
No, it's not
no.
HP, it's hit die.
No, it's HP.
HP.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I was thinking of the different
Yes,
one. Yeah.
I'm centering it here, so if there's anything inside the hut, they might get caught as well. But
Well,
so they'll
these
both
two
fall
goblins
asleep.
will definitely fall asleep.
However, that's my first level one spell. Okay.
True. All right, nothing crazy yet. Come on, that one.
Behold my magnificent arcane power. Now, cut their throats.
Well, Marathi, you have the opportunity.
Uh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Or
30.
tie
I will
them
not
up.
be able
The
to
Your
choice is
lord has
yours.
given you an order, Marathi.
The choice is yours. Tie them up or kill them. I care not.
I don't have the action economy. Is what I'm getting at.
Are you? That's
Are
exactly.
you
what
trying to
tell your
lecture a
lord.
noble about the economy? I have the
Kill
gold
them,
in this
I have
sack.
no actions left. All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Well, with
Just
no one
gonna
to
stand
rouse
and
them,
look
the
at
two
him.
goblins will start snoring. Reek, believe you are angry.
I am. I am very angry.
If you don't attack anything this turn, your rage will drop.
Yeah.
I am going to go up and I am going to smash her.
Non-lethally, I hope.
Whoa! You
with-
just met her.
I know, it's crazy.
So smash.
So
Huh? That
here's
has
my
advantage because
greatsword.
she's prone.
And
Holy-
it's an auto crit.
Yep. Auto crit.
Non-lethal auto crit.
Bloody Mary.
Let me see something.
So do
It's
I take
one of the
damage loss,
rules.
or is it just
No,
I
it's just
do
you.
non-lethal?
You just choose to drop them to 0 and they're unconscious on any attack. It's just a simpler way than attacking non-lethally.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I will do that.
It makes no sense.
Yeah,
but
it's not like the Pathfinder rules where if you deal enough non-lethal damage
they
equal to
fall
their HP, they
unconscious.
just
It's just
yeah.
you choose if when you drop them to 0 if they knock out
yeah.
or dead,
Okay.
dying.
Well,
So-
she'll be knocked out if you do non-lethal damage.
Which I will do.
Okay.
How much did you do? Let's see.
let's see
4d6
it.
plus some
They're
Hey, it
9
crits.
damage.
It crits.
crits.
Oh, it's a crit. That's right.
So
So
roll 2d6 more.
18
Jesus.
plus 2 is 20.
Yeah, that's enough to just bring them down to negative health.
I could.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
I
You just knock them out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hand of mercy strikes again. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Val. You only declare non-lethal for a melee attack? Because I can't imagine you could fire an
Any
arrow at them.
Spells too. A fireball can be non-lethal.
Jesus. Fireball, but only knock
I'll
him out.
try to hit this one, but it's kind of disadvantage.
You'll have disadvantage because he's prone.
It'll still be a crit though.
You hit. You'll hit. That's a crit. You'll knock out the other one.
All right.
That's 3 of them. So 75 XP for that one.
Ooh, we're getting close.
Wow. Yeah. And this is session 1.
Your guys are level 1. It goes by pretty quick.
Yes,
Yeah.
it absolutely does. Do we want to postpone it here,
Yes.
as it is almost 10 o'clock?
Sure, if you want to loot the necklace, I'll tell you what it's about.
Sure.
Okay.
Silver locket shaped like a fish, and it contains a portrait of a rosy-cheeked male halfling.
I'm just gonna
the
look
the
at the
same
rock.
one that is now very, very rosy. Cheek.
On the back of the locket, you see the word Summerhawk.
Summerhawk.
I will step out and say, we know how to spell summer and hawk,
Making sure.
although creek might not.
It's well to know, right?
Yes, of course.
Summer
Yes,
hoke.
that should be it for tonight.
Excellent. All right, that was
That's
fun.
awesome.
Perhaps
Yeah.
know how you're going to level. Obviously, we're going to hit it next time, but
Yeah, I would recommend that once you guys hit the level, I'll let you have a short rest, which will let you have your level
Alright.
2 stats.
Cool.
Excellent. Thank you. All right, well, that was fun. Thank you for getting this and running. Hopefully, we'll have a schedule set even when you're in DC.
Yeah. Even if we have to go maybe an hour early or something, or
Mm-hmm.
We can always
just
move it to
stick
the
it out
weekend as well.
another
Like,
day.
I'd be
Yeah.
fine to run like Saturday afternoons or Sunday afternoons.
yeah, especially for
sometime.
moving WoW night to Friday. I mean, that sounds like
Yes.
it's completely doable.
But since it is 10 o'clock, that'll be it for tonight. Good night, everyone.
Hey,
So
nice
long,
dream.
folks.